is Sierra Stewart again, CHS Junior at Cathedral High School. And right now we have Mr. Dujarnin. He's a religion teacher at Cathedral High School. And we recently had a social justice fair in the library last week. And these are the 3 winning posters. We have Gendercide. That was by Amber Howe, Dominique Joyce White, and Sawyer. Right here we have Violence, and that was by Angie Cassiano and Costin Fubius. And we have Child Labor, that's John Steele Shuttles and Cameron Seymour. First question that everyone probably will want to know is why you decided to have a social justice fair.
Well, I'm Mr. Dujarnin, and I'm the teacher of all the juniors in the school. And we have this class is on moral awareness, and an important part of moral awareness is virtue. Virtues are the things that help us to lead a good life. And one of those important virtues is justice. It is a cardinal virtue. The other cardinal virtues are courage, wise judgment, and wholeness. We're in the midst of justice. And justice is making sure that everyone's rights are being met. And throughout the world, many people's rights are not being met. And what I believe would be a great thing is for the students to take ownership and have a passion for one, because we can be overwhelmed by the amount of injustice in the world. But if you can do something, one thing, that would be enough. So I wanted the students to focus on one. And to make this real, I thought it would be good if we have a fair in which they can advertise their issue that was important to them, to the school, and to engage the students in the student body throughout the school, freshmen, sophomores, and seniors, as well as other juniors, and the 7th and 8th grade, to vote, basically. And this was Richard Smith's idea, was to vote onto which was the best and most important, and so these are the 3 results.
All right. Out of these 3 boards, which one would you say is something that all of us juniors could maybe help out a little bit more?
Well, all 3 are going to be what we work on as a school. It's been split up this way, is because the classes can meet together at the same time and lead and brainstorm. What can we do to end gendercide, the one child policy in China in which families are not permitted to have more than 1 baby. And a terrible crisis for the people there. Many of the women are forced to have abortions, and most of the time it's girl babies that are aborted because boys are more valued. What can we do to end that? We happen to be blessed by the fact that a group called All Girls Aloud is located on Huntington Avenue in Boston. The woman who was the commander-in-chief of the Tiananmen Square revolution, she happens to live here, and she's a faithful Christian, and she has founded this to continue to support them. So we can find a way creatively to support the people of All Girls Aloud. They actually have come to visit us last year, the same group, my previous junior class. Another important issue is gang violence. This is something that we have to experience every day, those of us who live in the city. Senseless violence continues to help make us feel less safe and ends young lives. So we need to do something about it. There's also child labor happens to take place in many of the countries of the world, and many of the products that we use in this country are from people being used for their labor at such a young age and are denied education. What can we do? That's up to the students. The students are going to brainstorm, then they're going to lead an effort, and hopefully we get as many people in the school to participate.
what is one thing you hope that all of the juniors at Cathedral High School will take with them about this project, and maybe some knowledge about what they can share with other kids if this was to happen next year?
All right. I hope that the students know their power, that they have the ability to make changes. A lot of these things make us angry, and anger is a good thing, but anger needs to be controlled. It needs to be used for good. When we have an anger, often it's because there's an injustice or a perceived injustice happening. And there are good things we can do with our anger. We come together and advocate, make changes. And I want my students to know that they can be world changers. Okay? And there are many ways that they can inspire others by speaking out, by making it known, and also by living good lives. And that's really what I hope that the students can take with them from this, is that they can change something that is unjust and use their anger for good.
Now, people that are watching this are probably wondering what we're throwing around. And actually, Mr. Bujardin had us get some type of merchandise, branding, or anything that helped represent the poster. And on the gender side, I really like, they have a beach ball, they got stickers, bumper things, they have that bag right there. They have a shirt. So it's like a gender side shirt, and it tells some facts about it. I have the pin on right now. I found this though. And they have some more game violence brochures.
Louis D. Brown Peace Institute, they've also visited us last year. So this has been something that's been in the making for a few years. I've had this idea. We started last year in the planning, and we had the visitors last year, but thanks to the juniors from last year, now seniors, they really got this going. And now, thanks to the juniors, they put it up, and thanks to the whole school for really participating. The whole school was up in the library. It was really a community building experience for everybody to get engaged with what the other classes were doing. We really got the input from the students. So we would just want to thank the students. It wouldn't have been able to happen without you.
I also like to thank the students that came in second and third place. Me and Christy came in third, so I'm bullying.
And everyone who participated. Everyone was very hardworking and passionate about their issue.
Yep.
Thanks to all the juniors.
Well, it's Sierra Stewart. Thank you, Mr. Bujardin, for this interesting conversation. And I hope everyone takes something when they talk about this.
Thank you.